is going on YouTube? The Assist Man, and I'm coming back at you guys with another YouTube video. Now, inside of this video, man, I know I normally always say that the gameplays never are important inside of my videos. It's the topic at hand that is important inside of my videos. But in this video in particular, man, the gameplay was kind of dope. All right, I'm gonna have to say it. The gameplay was good because this is the second round of a ranked play competitive game in Overwatch, and that is what you are watching pretty much me play. But in the second round, man, I never died. I went like on an over 25 kill streak in this game, man. It was insane. So sit back, watch, and enjoy. I've already started off with a 5-player kill streak, but man, in the second round, I just did work. I like literally got over 25 kills without dying. It was awesome, man. But enough of that mumbo jumbo, man. Let's go ahead and get into the topic at hand. And what I want to talk about in this video is something that I think needs to be talked about, and it needs to be explained more or less. And it just needs to be out there. Like, we got to discuss this because there's a lot of people that seem to be getting really, really mad over this topic, or really, really mad over, you know, what's going on right now in gaming. And that is the topic of supply drops. Now, I want to let you guys know, first of all, I hate supply drops in any game. I do not like DLC. I'm not a fan of a form of any microtransactions at all. I hate DLCs, I hate microtransactions, I hate supply drops. You know, I'm old school. I feel that when a developer sells a game for $60 or however much money they sell the game for, that you should get the game. And that means you should get the entire game the way that they developed it, with everything that they developed for it. That doesn't mean that they should sell us half the game for $60 and then charge us $15 more times 4 for 4 more DLCs, and then sell us the other half of the game for an additional $60. I don't like when companies do that, okay? I don't. I hate it. I hate supply drops, okay? Now, if supply drops are done the correct way, then I could see some people, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Doing a supply drop the correct way is if a supply drop, and this could be in any game, you know, obviously we all know Black Ops 3 has supply drops. In Overwatch, in this game I'm playing right now, there are like supply drops in here. But every game pretty much has supply drops. And the thing is that I don't mind supply drops that are done the correct way. Like, if they're only cosmetic items only, then that's fine, in theory. You see, I still think that it's just dumb that they are charging you extra money for just cosmetic things in the game. I think that you should be able to earn those items, and I think that there never should be, personally, I think there should never be any supply drops in any games. I just hate it. I hate the way that gaming has become. I don't like to see supply drops in games. But getting back on topic, and the topic more or less of this video is what you guys need to learn and need to understand is that whether we like it, whether I like it, whether you like it or not, supply drops are here to stay, and they will pretty much be in probably every single game coming out. I mean, they're in Battlefield, they're in Call of Duty, they're in Overwatch, they're going to be in every single game going forward thus far. And you want to know why they're going to be in every single game coming out thus far? Is because people still buy them. That's the reason right there. I don't understand why people buy supply drops personally. You know, like I said, I don't like them. I don't care what kind of clothes my character has on, blah, blah, blah. It's not that big of a deal to me. But supply drops that are done right, in my opinion, even though I don't like them and I don't think they should exist, are ones that offer cosmetic items only. But see, that's when it starts getting a little bad, you see, because a lot of times these companies see how much money they start making off of the cosmetic item only supply drops, and then they start, you know, double dipping. They start thinking, well, damn, you know, how much more money can we make if we start offering things that can actually, you know, help you play better in the game or be better in the game. For instance, like specific weapons and Call of Duty supply drops. You know what happens in Overwatch if they start putting in supply drops, you know, like abilities and different kinds of things like that actually could be better, and that could have an outcome that could change the outcome of the game, like weapons do in Black Ops 3. You see, once they start doing this cosmetic item only thing and start selling a lot of these supply drops, you have to realize that they, in the back of their heads, whether they're going to do it or not, they are definitely thinking about adding other stuff to these supply drops that could actually give you an upper hand, like weapons, how they did in Black Ops 3. Even though with Black Ops 3, they specifically said that they were not going to add anything besides cosmetic items only. And then we see how long that lasted. And then you want to know why. Like I said in the beginning of this game, it's because people keep buying them. So supply drops, guys, they're not going anywhere. There will be a form of supply drop or crate or something like that in every single game going forward. They're not going anywhere. So when you see, this game is going to have supply drops, I'm not going to buy it. Oh, this game is going to have supply drops, it's going to suck. I'm just letting you know right now, every single game going forth pretty much is probably going to have supply drops. Whether they say they're cosmetic or not, they're going to have them. And that's nobody's fault but yours. Because, and I'm not saying yours in general, like I'm speaking directly to you, I'm talking about the public. Because if people would not buy these supply drops, if people would not purchase these supply drops, do you really think that they would constantly put them inside of games? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't care about them anymore. They wouldn't spend all this time developing them. They wouldn't spend all this time developing the stuff that goes inside of them and trying to come up with new ideas of what should and what should not be inside of a supply drop. They spend more time on supply drops and microtransactions nowadays than they actually do on the game, it seems. But do you think that they would spend all that time on these supply drops if nobody was buying them? No, they wouldn't care about them at all. They would chalk it up as to, oh, this was an idea we had. It didn't really work out. We tried it. It's time to move on and figure out something else. But no, you see, it worked. People are buying these supply drops. These kids, man, they're buying these supply drops by the masses, by the hundreds, by the thousands. It's insane. So if you guys really, really hate supply drops and you hate that type of microtransaction inside of a game and you want to see supply drops go away, don't buy them. Never buy them. The more times that the companies see that their supply drops are not being sold, they're not going to continue to make them, and they're not going to continue to implement them inside of their games. Me personally, I could say without a doubt, I have never spent a single penny on a supply drop, loot crate of any sort in any game I've ever played. Like I said, they're in Black Ops 3, they're in Battlefield 4, they're called battle packs in Battlefield 4, they're inside of Overwatch, the game I'm playing right now, they're called loot boxes. I've never bought any of those. I have never spent a penny of real life money ever buying any of these supply drop type things. And I would highly recommend you guys to do the same. Don't ever fall for this tactic, man. Because if people keep buying into it, it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. So the topic and the moral of this story is that for those of you guys that are looking at games and you're saying, oh, this game has supply drops in it, or oh, this game's going to suck because it has supply drops in it, I'm just letting you know, going forward, because this works out so well and so many people give into this crap, pretty much every game is going to have supply drops in it. So you've done it to yourselves. So anyway, man, leave a comment down below, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video, man. If you guys enjoyed it, man, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, man, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and tell your friends about me so they can subscribe to my channel, they can view my videos, and then you can help a brother out. So anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man, and until next time, I am out.